What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. What's up with y'all? Today is day 43 of our 60-day discipline challenge, and for today we will be doing an arm balance flow. Specifically, we will be doing a crow pose flow. So if you guys are ready for that, we're going to start in a laying down position on our back because we are going to work our core a bit. So if you guys are ready for that, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get on the mat. I'm gonna sit down, and then I'm gonna use my hands for assistance to lay all the way down. So I'm gonna lay against the mat here, laying my head, neck, upper back down. I'm gonna take a deep breath here, and as I exhale, we're going to extend both our legs in the air, flex our feet, kind of making an L shape with our body here. So we're gonna be making this L shape. And we're gonna take a deep breath. Go ahead and take your hands, lay them by your sides like so. Inhale with me, keeping the feet flexed, keeping those legs engaged. As you exhale, we're going to lower down just the right leg. And we're not going to touch the mat, just hover it about an inch or two above the mat. Take a deep breath here and switch. So you're pulling up the right, lowering down the left. Like I said, not touching the mat, just hovering it about an inch or two above, and then you're just going to switch. Remember, these movements are not fast movements, they're controlled movements. So it's okay if speed is not your thing right now. We don't want it to be fast anyway. We just want to control our lift and control our lowering of our legs. So we're gonna do about, I'm gonna say 2 rounds of 10, so that's about 20 in all. So if you guys are ready for that, let's go ahead and get started. Take a deep breath with me. Deep breath out, switch those legs. Deep breath out, switch those legs. And that's one. Y'all, I smell rain. Hopefully I don't get rained out one, because I definitely smell it. That's two. Moving with the breath, nice, slow, and controlled movements here. Three. Keeping the core engaged. This is four. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Five. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale and switch. That's six. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale and switch. That's seven. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Eight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nine. Deep breath. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. That's 10. 10 more to go. Let's make it count. Deep breath with me. Keeping the legs engaged by keeping those feet flexed. That's one. Deep breath in. Remember, we're not touching the mat, just hovering it about an inch or two above the mat. Deep breath. That's two. Inhale, keeping those feet flexed. Exhale as you switch. That's three. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. That's four. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath. Deep breath out. Make it count. Keep those legs engaged. I know you're probably feeling the burn, but we want to keep those movements controlled. We're not speeding up here. Nice and slow, lifting the leg and lowering, controlling these movements with our deep breath in and our deep breath out. Couple more to go here. Inhale with me. Exhale as you switch. Inhale. Exhale and switch. Come on, two more to go. Inhale. Exhale and switch. Last one here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and keep those legs extended in the air here for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you tuck your knees into your chest. Active rest here, active rest. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here in our active rest. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and extend the legs back into the L shape, flexing those feet so the toes are pointing towards you. Flex those feet. Keep the legs engaged. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as we lower both legs down this time, simultaneously, not touching the mat though, hovering an inch or two above the mat. Inhale. Exhale and lift both those legs up, keeping the core engaged. Inhale. Exhale and lower. We're going to do 2 sets of 10, 20 in all. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale and raise. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, not fast, just controlled. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale here. Exhale out. 5 more to go. Inhale. Exhale, lower down those legs. Inhale. Exhale, raise them back up. L shake, keeping those feet flexed. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale with me. Exhale, lower those legs. Inhale with me. Exhale, raise those legs back up 2 times, 2 times here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, raise those legs back up. Inhale with me. Exhale and lower those legs. Inhale here. Exhale, raise them back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull your knees into your chest. Active rest for 2 breaths here. And then we're going to do 10 more. And then we're going to switch up to the next exercise. So deep breath here. Deep breath out. 1 more breath here in our active rest. Inhale. Exhale, extend those legs back up. We're going to do just 10 more of those leg lifts. So if you guys are ready, deep breath with me. Exhale, lower those legs down. Hover an inch or 2 above the mat. Inhale. Exhale, raise those legs back up nice and controlled. That's 1. Deep breath. Exhale, lower those legs. Inhale. Exhale, raise those legs. That's 2. Let's continue on. 8 more to go. That's 3. That's 4. 6 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale it out. 5 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, pull those legs up. Come on, only a couple more to go. Let's make it count. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, lift those legs. Last 2, inhale with me. Exhale, lower those legs down. Inhale here. Exhale, lift back up. Last 1, make it count. Keep those legs engaged by flexing the feet. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower those legs with control. Inhale here. Exhale, lift those legs back up with control. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull your legs into your chest. Hug them in. Active rest. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Exhale and release your arms from your legs. Go ahead and extend the arms over your head. Inhale here. Still keeping those legs tucked into your body. Imagine pulling your upper thighs into your lower abdominal, activating your core here, getting that squeeze, pulling it in nice and tight. Keep that connection going. Keep your upper thigh connected to your lower abdominal here. As you raise your arms above your head, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I want you to keep that engagement going for 3 more breaths. Keep the upper thighs tucking into the lower abdominal. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Do not release that engagement. Keep the legs tucked in. Keep the core activated. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. Last breath here. Keep it engaged. Keep it tucked. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good job. Go ahead and release that core activation. Still keeping your knees up in the air like so for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you tuck it back in, tucking your upper thighs into your core, activating here. Deep breath in as you stretch your arms above your head. Exhale as you lift your neck, lift your upper back, lift your head, reaching your hands to touch your toes here. Inhale with me. Keeping the upper back, neck, and head lifted as you exhale. Release your hands from your toes, raising the hands back over the head as you lower the neck down, lower the upper back and head down, keeping the core engaged still. Inhale. Exhale and tuck, touching the big toes or your ankles, whatever you can reach here. Inhale. Exhale, release the tuck. We're just going to do that 2 rounds of 10, 20 and all. So when you guys are ready, let's go ahead. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale and release. That's 1. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale and release. That's 2. Deep breath. Exhale, tuck. Grabbing onto the outer of the feet or the ankles, wherever you can reach. Deep breath in. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale and release. 6 more to do. Inhale. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale and release. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Tuck here. Inhale. Exhale and release. Come on, a couple more to go. Let's do this. Deep breath. Exhale and tuck. Deep breath. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come on, 2 more. Let's go. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Inhale here. Exhale and release. 10 more to go. Last round of 10. Let's make it count. Deep breath with me. Exhale, lift up as you tug. Grab a hold of your outer feet or ankles, whatever you can reach here. Deep breath in. Exhale as you release. That is 1. 9 more to go. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Inhale here. Exhale and release. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale and tuck. Deep breath in. Exhale and release. Inhale with me. Release your breath as you tuck up, lifting the neck, lifting the upper back, lifting the head, keeping the core engaged here. Inhale. Exhale, release. 6 more to go. Inhale. Exhale and tuck. Inhale here. Exhale and release. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck. Inhale here. Exhale, release. A couple more to go. Deep breath in. Exhale and tuck. Go ahead, reach for the toes or the ankles, whatever you can grab. Inhale. Exhale, release. 3 more to go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and tuck here. And release. Go ahead and tuck. Hold it. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. This is going to be the last one. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift your upper back, lift your neck, lift your head. Grab a hold into your big toes or ankles, whatever you can reach. Let's hold it in our tuck. 3 breaths. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale and release, stretching the arms over the head, lowering your neck and back and head down towards the mat. Releasing your tuck here, but still keeping the knees up in the air for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Whew. Y'all, it is hot out here. I got sweat all in my eyes. I need to wipe the sweat off real quick because, y'all, it is hot. For real, for real. But it's not that hot. It could be hotter, but it's still hot. Whew.
The plants are loving it.
You said what?
The plants are loving it.
I know the plants are loving it. They had a good rain. Now they get some good sunlight. They're enjoying their space right now. But anywho, y'all, let's move on to our next core exercise. This one's going to be a little bit different. What I want you to do is I want you to extend both your arms up in the air. Extend your arms in the air. Spread your fingertips wide and act like you're pushing the sky away. So have that pushing motion here with your arms. What I want you to do is take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your knees to the back of your elbows here. Just bring them up. Have your knees touch your elbows in this core activation here. Hold it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and lift your neck, lift your head, lift your upper back. Keep this engagement going. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, release your arms above your head. Lower your neck. Lower your head down. Keep your knees up in that position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your head, lift your neck, lift your upper back. Tap your knees to your elbows. Inhale here. Exhale, release back down. Stretch your arms above your head. So we're going to do that about 9 more times. So if you guys are ready for that, deep breath in. Exhale, lift your neck, head, and upper back. Deep breath here. Exhale and release. 8 more times. Inhale. Exhale and tap. Elbows to knees here. Inhale. Exhale and release. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift up. Go ahead and tap. Inhale. Exhale and release. 7 more to go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out and tap. Inhale. Exhale and release. Deep breath here. Exhale and tap. Exhale and release. Couple more breaths to go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift up and tap. Inhale. Exhale, release. Y'all, my core is feeling this, all these core exercises. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you tap. Inhale. Exhale, release. Deep breath in. Exhale and tap. Inhale here. Exhale, release. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale and tap. Lift your neck, lift your upper back. Tap the elbows to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one. My goodness, y'all. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you tap. Hold it here. Inhale. And exhale, hold it. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Lower your neck and head against the mat here. Extend the arms above the head. Inhale for active rest. And exhale it out. Last breath here. And as you exhale, start to rock your body forward and backward, getting some momentum here as you come up into a boat pose. Whoo, keep that core engaged, keep them legs lifted. Y'all was ant crawling on me. Keep them legs lifted and extend your arms out in front of you. Y'all, I feel this. I want to lower my feet down so bad. So bad, I want to lower them down so bad. But I'm not. I'm going to keep my core engaged, keep my legs up, keep my arms extended. And we're going to hold this for 3 breaths. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Y'all, do y'all see my limbs shaking? Do y'all see my legs shaking right now? Like, oh my God. Oh my God, my core is on fire. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Whew. Exhale it out. Last breath here. Oh my God. Exhale and slowly release, lowering the feet down towards the mat. Sit up into a seated position. Oh my goodness. Let me scoot back. Oh, that was something, y'all. That's all I got to say. That was something. Let me take my scarf and wipe the sweat out my eyes real quick, because geez. Definitely sweating it up out here, okay? Definitely putting in this work. I'm gonna get up and see if there are any comments to read, because right now my screen is really dark and I can barely see. So let me get up, see if there are any new comments, read these comments, and then we're going to get back on the mat to continue where we left off. All right, but just know our core work is out the way. So next we got some wrist prep, okay? We did our core work out the way. We did a lot of core exercises. So after I get up and read these comments, we're going to get ready for some wrist prep. Lots of wrist exercises, y'all, okay? Let's get into it. Anyway, let me get up and read this. It is so hot out here. Like, for real, it is so hot out here. All right, Randy F. Okay, I seen you yesterday. Hey, they all, hold up. Always all of the beauty. Okay, thank you. They also said your vibes is smoking hot. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, smoking like this weather out here. When I tell y'all it's hot, when I tell y'all the sun is beaming, I'm thankful and grateful for every cloud that block the light right now, because it is so hot. It is too hot right now. But Randy F also said, how was your weekend? Hey, my weekend was good. Hey, how was yours? Thank you for asking. I went vending last weekend. If y'all wanted to know, I was vending out at the Old National District Market. So if you guys are local to Georgia and y'all be in that area, just know that I do be out there vending at the Old National District Market. So if y'all live in that area and y'all go to that area, it happens every second Saturday, August to October. I'll be out there for the next one. So, hey, so if y'all local to Georgia, come out there, support your girl, because I will be out there. Also, let's see, Calm said, beautiful soul with a cute outfit. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate y'all for real, like, thank y'all. But anyway, let's get back on the mat. We got to do our wrist prep. We did our core work. We got to do our wrist work. Yes, it's gonna get intense. Yes, we can push past it, though. Alrighty, let's get on the mat. Let's prepare our mind, prepare our body, prepare our soul for the next level. That's all I have to say. Next level, because, man, that core work was something. I still feel it. But anyway, we're going to get into so we can start to prep our wrist, because when we're doing crow pose or any type of arm balance pose, a lot of your body weight, well, majority of your body weight will be on the wrist. So core is important, but wrist is like main thing. So let's go ahead and prep that up. Meet me in a tabletop position, fingertips spread wide, gripping the mat, wrists stacked under shoulders and knees stacked under hips, knees about hip distance apart. We're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we start to rock in some circles, making sure to go over the wrist and past the heel. So we're doing some deep circles here. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. Going over the wrist. Exhaling as we send our hips back down and around. One more breath here. Hold it in extension. We're going to extend over the wrist. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Push the ground away for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and send your hips towards your heels, coming into a seated position. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take our hands, we're going to walk them closer to our knees. We're going to take the backs of our hands and we're going to set that against the mat so our palms are facing towards the sky here. This can be a very intense wrist exercise if you've never really done this before. But if it's feeling too much for you, you can always opt to clasp your hands together and to roll them out like this. Or for those of you guys who want to challenge your practice, go ahead and flip your hands. Take the tops of your hands, set them on the mat. Have your fingertips spread wide as you press your nail beds into the mat. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to shift back, peeling our hands off the mat. Go ahead and clasp your hands together. Meet those who already had their hands clasped together. And we're going to roll out the wrist. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Two more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Last breath here. Exhale and release by shaking those hands out like you're flicking water off the wrist. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Exhale and release. Okay, let me wipe the sweat out my eyes again. I cannot see. Okay. It's really for real out here, y'all. Like, the sun is really kicking my butt right now, okay? The sweat in my eyes is not helping either. It's not helping, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and shake out our wrist for one more breath. And as we exhale, go ahead and plant your hands back on the mat. Walk yourself back out into a tabletop position. Fingertips spread wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, hip distance apart. Let's take a deep breath here. Now this is where we kick it up a notch. This is where it may get a little bit intense for some. Look, for those of you guys, I'm finna show y'all before I say it. I'm finna show y'all. But for those of you guys who don't want to do this, what I'm finna do, your option or your modification will just to be to stay in tabletop and just do the same things I'm doing, just not with your knees lifted. But for those of you guys who want to amp up your practice even more, we're gonna take a deep breath in. We're going to tuck our toes. We're going to lift up our knees just an inch above the mat. Keep the core engaged here. Yes, you will feel the burn. Those of you guys who may say, hey, I ain't doing all that today, keep your knees on the mat and just copy the formations with your knees on the mat. Like I said though, I'm gonna lift it up though. Woo! And feel that core, feel that burn. And we're going to rock side to side. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out, keeping the hands planted where they are. They aren't moving. Inhale. And exhale, keeping the knees low to the ground but not touching. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to rock forward and backward. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. Keeping the knees low towards the ground. Inhale. And exhale it out. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Exhale, release by lowering the knees back down towards the mat. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. That is intense, y'all. One more breath here. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, pick the knees back up. Whoo! Deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist the knees out towards the right as you sink your hips towards your heels. Deep breath here. Exhale as you twist the knees out towards the left, keeping the knees low, sinking the hips towards your heels. Deep breath in. Exhale and twist, keeping the knees low. Remember, this movement is not fast, just controlled. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Whew. Inhale here. Exhale it out, keeping those knees low. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Last breath here. Exhale and release, extending your legs into downward dog. Stay right here, guys. I have to wipe my face yet again. Whew. Sweat in my eyes. I should have brought a towel out here. That's what I should have did. You should have brought me a little towel so I can stop using my scarf to wipe the sweat. Jeez. All right, anyway, let's go back into our downward dog. Let me fix my top real quick. Fix my top real quick, y'all, and then we can continue. All right, this might take me a little minute because it's like in a knot, so y'all just hold up. Y'all just hold up, okay? I gotta fix my top real quick. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I put a good knot in this. Alrighty. Boom. Now I can tighten my top and we can continue where we left off. Whew. Alrighty. Just one more knot. And boom. Alright, also let me fix my scarf real quick. It's basically falling off, so let me fix that too. I know y'all probably like, dang, you fixing a lot right now. Like, just get to the yoga, but hey, I gotta be comfortable. I got to be comfortable, y'all. So let me fix my scarf real quick, and then we continue where we left off. Let me fix this real quick. Whew, whew, whew. I'm not trying to have the sun beaming on my scalp. That's why I have my scarf on right like this. The sun be beaming, y'all, directly on my scalp. It be beaming. All right. Boom, boom. My scalp feels a little bit better from the sun now. It's a little bit more protected. Alrighty. Boom. All right, we're tied up. We're ready. Back to continue where we left off. Let me go back into my downward dog, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. So I extend my legs, pick up my hips, and shift to downward dog. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out as we start to paddle out those legs, keeping our neck relaxed as we gaze at our big toes here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale here. And exhale it out. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, find stillness here in your downward dog for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, raise your gaze as you walk your feet towards your hands. Go ahead and walk them nice and slow into a forward fold. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale here. And as you exhale, keep your hands planted on the mat. As you walk your hands, not walk your hands, but walk your feet back into a downward dog. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Walk those feet back into a forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk those feet back, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, walk those feet up, forward fold. Inhale here. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and widen your stance. A little bit wider than hip distance. Turn your feet out at an angle as you sink your hips down into a malasana. Take a deep breath here, keeping your hands on the mat for assistance. Inhale. And exhale it out. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale as you press your palms against the mat, extending the legs, coming into a forward fold. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. Exhale, turning the feet out as you sink those hips back down into a malasana. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. Extend the legs coming back into forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale, sink those hips down, coming back into malasana. Inhale. Exhale, legs forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, sink those hips down. Malasana one more time here. Inhale. Exhale, extend the legs forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Bend those knees, sink those hips down. Malasana. Deep breath here. Readjust if need be. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. We're going to stay for 2 more breaths here in Malasana. Just getting used to this position right here. So this is very familiar to our crow pose. So get used to having your hips sink deep like this. And take an inhale with me. And an exhale. One more deep breath here. And exhale, go ahead and start to scoot your feet closer to getting into a bird perch. So you're going to be sitting on your heels. So I'm sitting on my heels here. And my hands are in between my legs here for support. They're on the mat. And I'm taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Getting used to this bird perch here. Take a deep breath with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and extend your arms out in front of you, just like so. Press your palms against the mat, fingertips wide here. We're going to practice shifting our weight forward. So we're just swinging forward and backward. Still keeping our feet planted against the mat. We're just practicing shifting weight here. So take a deep breath with me. Exhale, shift the weight forward over the wrist, and then shift your weight backward into your, I'm gonna call it bird perch. You know, I know there's a lot of names for this, but I'm just calling it bird perch. Into your little perch position. And if your feet are feeling tired, I know the arches of your feet can get a little tired from bird perch. So if that ever happens, just go ahead and sit all the way down on your glutes and take a little breath, a little breather here. Because I know sometimes staying in bird perch, especially if you're not used to that, can be a lot for the inner arches of the feet. So if you ever find yourself feeling a little pain there, feeling a little unstable, a little wobbly, just go ahead and sit all the way down on your glutes. And take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. But those are only for you guys if you need a little break. But let's go back into our burp so we can practice shifting our weight. So let me sit back on my heels with my hands in front of me, fingertips spread wide. And I'm kind of connecting my upper elbow with my knee here. So my upper elbow and my knees are touching. And I'm going to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as I shift my weight forward. And then shift my weight back. And take notice, as we're shifting the weight forward, we're raising the hips. We're raising up our hips, shifting our weight forward into our palms, into our fingertips. And as we exhale, we're sending our weights back, lowering the hips back down. And that is why we practice our malasana first, because we really wanted to get a good hip opener going on, seeing how deep we go down into our squat here. So let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Shift the weight into the hands. Not coming up off the mat yet. Feet still on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight back down. Shift back down with me. Let's practice that a couple more times. Deep breath in. Exhale. Shift the weight forward. Inhale. Exhale. Shift back. And guys, just because I say don't come off the mat, that doesn't mean that you can't, okay? If you're feeling adventurous and you want to start lifting your feet up as you shift your weight back, if you're feeling secure and you've shifted your weight, you're feeling secure, your weight is in your hands, and you feel like you want to start lifting your feet, go ahead by all means. You don't have to stay at the pace where I'm at. If you want to take it up a notch, go ahead. But I just want to stay where I'm at for everybody who's not ready to take it up a notch. We're going to do this 2 more times, guys. So deep breath in. Exhale. Pick up the hips. Shift the weight into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight back. We're gonna do that one more time. Deep breath with me. Remember, keeping the knees connected a little bit above the elbow, maybe even up here. Everybody's body is different, so where your knees connect to the back of your arm will be different from where they connect to mine. Just because my knees connect right above my elbow, that doesn't mean your knees can connect there. You might need a little more space up or a little more space down. So just play around with distance, you know? Everybody's body is different. Play around with distance. Let's do that one more time though. Deep breath with me. Exhale, press into your palms. Shift your weight forward. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe start to lift the feet just a little bit and maybe lower them back down. Let's go ahead and sit all the way down on our glutes. Sit all the way down. Let's take a little rest. Let's give our arches of our feet a little break here as we inhale and exhale. And if the arches of your feet are sitting a little tender, you can always take your hands and massage them a bit in some small circles. Just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So I'm just gonna do some small circles on mine, just a little bit. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're gonna take one more breath here in our rest and we're going to get back. And this time, we're going to practice actually lifting up the feet. So we're practice shifting our weight into our hands. Now we're gonna actually practice keeping that core engaged as we start to lift up one foot at a time. We're gonna lifting right, then left, left, then right. So if you guys are ready for that, let's go back into the bird perch. Go back into your bird perch. Go ahead and lift up, use your hands for assistance. Sit on your heels here. Go ahead and take a seat on those heels. Here we are. So we're sitting on our heels, we're in our bird perch. We're going to take our arms, we're going to extend them out in front of us. Remember, try to find some connection between your knee and your upper back of the arm. Like I said, play around with distance. All our bodies is not the same. Your distance is not going to be my distance, and that's okay. So I'm going to set my knees on the backs of my elbows a little bit more up, kind of going towards my armpits, but not all the way up. I'm kind of like right here. This is where I'm at. I'm like, my knees are like right here. So I'm setting my knees on the backs of my arms here. I'm pressing my palms into the mat. And I'm taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And guys, a little tip, if you're lifting up and you're feeling not very balanced, your integrity is not feeling there, practice this. Practice tucking your upper thigh into your lower abdomen. Remember when we were on our backs and are doing our core work and I kept saying keep your core engaged by tucking your thighs to your abdomen? That is why I was saying that, because when you're in crow pose, to keep your integrity and to keep yourself lifted up on your elbows, or above your elbows I should say, you're going to be keeping your thighs tucked into your abdominal. That is what's going to keep your integrity, that core engagement. So remember, squeeze them together. Squeeze it in nice and tight as you lift up. So not only are you lifting up, you're squeezing your thighs into your abdominal. You're squeezing that in. So just practice that. If you're falling and you're feeling like you can't stay up on your arms, you keep slipping off, you keep falling off, practice squeezing those thighs in. Squeeze them in. All right, so let's practice that together. Extend the arms out in front of you. Remember, connecting the knee to the backs of the arms here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, lifting the heels, shifting the weight into the hands. Squeeze those thighs in. Squeeze the thighs in. Start to lift the right leg, keeping the left toes on the ground. Inhale. Exhale as you lower that right foot, switch towards the left. Deep breath in, lifting the left toe. Exhale as you lower that left foot down. Deep breath here. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe lift both feet. Maybe lift both toes. Inhale. Exhale as you lower both feet down. If you're feeling tired, feeling that's too much, always take a break, guys. Never push yourself too much. Always take a break. Sit down on your glutes. Take a breather. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, come back up into bird perch. Let's go back into bird perch. Remember, always take your breaks. Don't push yourself too much to where you actually hurt yourself when you could have took a break and been just fine. All right? So I'm in back in my bird perch, connecting my knees to my upper back arm, a little bit above my elbow. My fingertips are spread wide and I'm gripping the mat. My hands are not flat against the mat. I'm making spider hands for, more mobility, more micro adjustments when I have to. So deep breath in, deep breath out, shifting your weight into your hands as you pick up your hips slightly, shifting forward, pressing your palms into the mat here. Toes still on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Play around with lifting your feet up. Lift those feet up. Engage the core. Set them down. Go back into your bird perch. We're going to do that a couple more times, guys. Couple more times. Inhale. Let me scoot back. I feel like I'm like too far forward. Let me scoot back some. All right, now I feel like I'm back in frame. Let me scoot back some more. All right, boom, there we go. Deep breath here. Deep breath out, extending the arms out in front of you, connecting your knee a little bit above the elbow, fingertips spread wide, gripping the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale as you lift up your hips, shifting your weight forward into your hands, keeping your gaze centered onto the ground, but a little bit above the fingers. Lift the legs. Keep the legs engaged. And release. All right, so you guys get the hang of it. It took me a long time to get the hang of it. I'm not gonna lie. I used to fall out of my crow pose all the time. Like, when I say all the time, I mean all the time. I'm gonna sit on my glutes. I mean all the time. I used to lift up into crow pose. I used to try to stack my knee right here, and I used to be falling off, slipping off, hitting my head, hitting my elbow. So that's how I know that you have to actually, yes, keep your thighs engaged by pulling them into your core and also squeezing them together. Those two things right there is really what keeps me in crow pose. Of course, having your limbs stacked correctly, of course, but yes, the core engagement. Pulling those thighs in to your core, squeezing them together, like squeezing the thighs together and pulling them in, that whole engagement is what keeps me up in crow. So we're gonna do that one more time. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're gonna try to lift up one more time before we do some cool downs. So let's go ahead and inhale here. And exhale out. Let me wipe my sweat real quick. Whew. All right. All right. Alrighty. Let's do that one more time. Let's get some air time one more time, guys. Let's go back in our bird perch. So we're up on our tippy toes, sitting on the heels of our feet, coming into our bird perch, extending our hands out in front of us, bringing the thighs, come on, bring the thighs to the abdomen. This is important. You see me? They're not just out. You saw how I was going to extend my hands out? Before I even started extending the hands out, the thighs started coming together and coming in. Remember that. That is so important in your crow. Thighs coming in together, squeezing them in. Then extend the arms out in front of you. Fingertips spread wide. Connect that knee a little bit above the elbow. Play with your distance there. Like I said, everybody body different. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out as you shift your weight into your hands, raising your hips up just a bit, readjusting here. Shift the weight into your hands. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze. Lift the feet. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Coming back down onto your glutes. And boom, y'all. We did that. We did that. Hey. Whoo. We did that. We got some air time in. We did a lot of core work. We did a lot of wrist work. I'm a little bit out of breath. That was a lot for me. And let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Whew. All right, now we got to do some cool downs because I know your body probably felt a lot of that this whole time. It was probably like, that's a lot, that's a lot. But it's all good. We're going to do some cool downs. So go ahead and turn towards the side of your mat, just like me. We're going to sit back and we're going to spread our legs a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to prepare ourselves for some 90-90s. We are cooling down now. It's time for the cool down phase. Let's go ahead and set our hands behind our backs as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we start to lower our legs from side to side. Doing some 90-90s here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Y'all, I needed this. Just some slow movements right now. After all that lift up, all that core work, all that wrist prep, oh my God. I need to cool down, for real, for real. So let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to bring both our knees back up. We're going to sit up, lower our legs down in a wide leg straddle formation. So let's take a deep breath here. Ooh, let me wipe the sweat off my eyes. Let me wipe this real quick. Jeez. Jeez, my goodness. Alrighty, much better. Anyway, let's take a deep breath here in our seated pose right here. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in as we extend both our arms up. Exhale as you fold over the left leg. Hinging at the hips here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale with me and exhale it out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, release by extending both the hands back into the sky, taking a deep breath in. Exhale as you fold over the right leg. Inhale here and exhale it out. Two more breaths here. Inhale and exhale it out. Last breath here. Exhale and release by extending both your arms into the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Fold forward, bringing your hip creases closer to the ground here. Imagine you have on a belt and you're trying to reach that belt buckle to the mat. As you fold forward, deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Exhale and release. Sitting back nice and tall. Go ahead and spin around, turn around real quick. We're going to lower ourselves down against the mat. Use your hands for assistance here as you lay flat against the mat. Lower your neck, lower your head, lower your back down. Deep breath in and a deep breath out as we pull our knees into our chest. Keep the core soft here. We're not really activating anything, y'all. We're just hugging our legs in so we can rock from side to side, giving our lower back and tailbone a little bit of love here, a little bit of a massage. So we're not activating our core. This is not a core workout, y'all. I know we was doing something similar to this in the beginning of the video, but right now we are cooling down, okay? We're bringing the practice to a close. So just steady your breath and keep the muscles, keep the joints, keep the body relaxed in these couple of next poses. We're not really keeping things engaged and activated here. We are really just relaxing, cooling down, slowing down the breath, coming to a close here. So inhale with me. Exhale, keeping the body soft as you rock from side to side here. Two more breaths. Inhale and exhale, rocking from side to side. One last breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness. Stay in stillness, keeping the legs hugged in, nice and softly though, for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your legs, setting your feet against the mat here, nice and slow. Deep breath in and a deep breath out as you extend your legs down the mat, lowering them all the way flat. Take your hands, set them by your side. Face your palms towards the sky. settle here for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you sink deeper into the mat. All your muscles, relaxing all your joints. Sink here for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Couple more breaths to go here. Inhale with me. And exhale it all out. With your next inhale, I want you to breathe it in through your nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. Let's take this time to thank our bodies, thank our minds, thank our spirits for this practice today. Let's just find anything and everything to be thankful and grateful for. Just bring those intentions into your space right now. Just go through a whole little list of all things you can be thankful and grateful for this moment, space of time, whether it's physical or mental. Like, just find something to be grateful for. You know what they say? A thankful spirit, okay? We will always receive more to be thankful about, okay? Thankful and be grateful to receive more to be thankful and grateful about. So let's take a deep breath in. Y'all, I'm getting baked. Okay, y'all, I feel like this sun is cooking me. I feel like I'm getting cooked right now on this mat. Laying down like a piece of bacon, getting sizzled. But anyway, let's take one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale here. And as you exhale, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, awaken up your body once more. Inhale. And exhale as you start to move your joints, move your muscles. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, pick your knees up, setting your feet flat against the mats. As you walk your feet closer to your midline, bringing your knees and your thighs back into your chest, hugging them in. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and roll all the way over toward your side, using your hands as assistance to push the ground away, coming back into a seated position. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and open them now. Alrighty. And that was our practice, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it felt good, felt great. I hope you felt a little bit challenged. I definitely did. I definitely felt a little bit challenged. And anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is right now where you at. I hope you are enjoying yourself to the absolute fullest. Before I leave, I am going to get up and read these comments. So let's roll up the mat, and then let's see if we got anything new, and then let's read. So let's do that real quick. Whew. Let me get up. And let me roll up my mat. First, let me dust up all this grass, and then let me roll it up real quick. Alrighty. Boom. Like I said before, I hope you guys have enjoyed this practice. Let me read these comments, and then I'm going to skedaddle on y'all. I'm finna leave. Dead for real. Anyway, though, let me scroll up to see where we left off. Okay, boom, boom, boom. This is where we left off. Okay, Randy F said, do you ever work out at a gym? Y'all, I can. You know, I don't ever really be at the gym like that. I really don't. I really don't be in the gym like that. I be in the parks. You'll find me at the park. I do be at the parks. I be at the parks. I be in my front yard. I be in my backyard. You know, if I'm out in public, I'll be out in public. If I'm at a Walmart, I'll probably do it at a Walmart. I have done that before. I do be out there. So, you know, I don't be at the gyms though. You know, I might need to go to a gym one day. Who knows? Who knows? It's just because I don't have no membership, y'all. I don't be wanting to buy no membership. You call it that. That's why I don't be at the gyms. Y'all wonder why I don't be at the gyms? That's why. Because I'm broke. Period. Because I don't want to buy no gym membership. Period. Okay? And that is why I'm not at the gym, because I don't want to buy a gym membership. Alright? But I'm still working out though. So it's not all what matters anyway. I'm still working out. Even if I'm not buying no gym membership, I'm still working out. But anyway. Hold up. Randy F also said, how tall are you? I'm 5'4". If y'all wanted to know how tall I was, I am 5'4", or about 5'5" right now. I remember the last time I went to the doctor, which was a long time ago. They said I was 5'5" when they measured me and all that stuff. So I'm gonna say I'm 5'5". I'm 5'5". That's what my doctor said. But anyway, let me see. Randy F also said, wow, your balance is really good. Thank you. It took practice. It was not always that good. When I first started doing balance poses, I was falling every day, twice a day, 3 times a day, falling every day. But it's okay. You know what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Okay, fall, get back up. But anyway, Randy F also said, can't wait for your next video. Thank you. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Okay, y'all. Tomorrow we're gonna be live again. What we are doing, I don't know. I might do something a bit more gentler. Since I did a lot of core work today, we might do a recovery flow tomorrow. So who knows? We'll see. But Calm said, did you ever perfect your headstand? Headstand? I got the headstand, y'all. I got my headstand. Handstand? No. I'm still working on the handstand. I'm still working how to do a freaking handstand. But my headstand, I do got that down. I'm gonna show y'all real quick so I can prove to y'all. I do got my headstand down, but my handstand, that's a work in progress. Okay, y'all, that's a work in progress. But Randy F said, outside is the best. It really is, especially when it's sunny. Nice and sunny how it is now. That's where I'd be. If it's not sunny, I'm probably not happy like that. I'm probably like, my energy be up here when the sun is out. When the sun is going, my energy is like nowhere, non-existent. But anyway, let me do this headstand real quick so I can show y'all that I actually can do a headstand for real. Okay, Randy F said, I want to see your headstand. Definitely. Let me do that for y'all. Real quick. And I got grass on my white pants. Now I'm over here sitting in the grass. I got grass stains now. Lil, it be like that. I don't really be caring like that anyway. I be working in the farm most of my time, so most of my clothes, it be having grass stains on it anyway. I be in the farm. Let me take my mat back out and let's do this headstand. I'm basically already warmed up. Like, we really just did a lot of wrist prep, core work. We literally did a lot of stuff we would do for headstands anyway when we did our curl pose. So no, I don't have to do any warm-ups, y'all. We already did all that. So let me just get right into it. I'm gonna show y'all my easy way. I call this easy beginner headstand because this is the headstand I teach all my beginners who never did a headstand in their life. This is the way I teach them. I go on our hands and knees. We go on our hands and knees. Just like so. We go on the tabletop. And then from there, the tabletop, we walk our hands out into puppy. A little bit just like so. Not too wide. Just a little bit out into puppy like this. And then we lower down to our forearms. Boom. I'm lower down like this. Once on my forearms, I clasp my hands together like this, creating a triangle base in a little basket. The crown of my head now goes in that basket that I just made. So I'm putting the crown of my head in that basket that I just made. Boom, 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 boom. From here, I tuck my toes, extend, and I come into like a dolphin-ish, almost like a dolphin. And then from there, I walk my feet as close as I can until they start to naturally lift. Once they start naturally lifting, then I can come up into my headstand. And then from there, it's all about just finding my balance. And boom. And boom. Whew. And y'all, that's how I do a headstand, y'all, period. But my handstand, I still can't do no handstand, y'all. I still can't do no handstand. I'm gonna try for y'all real quick. But just know that I still cannot do a headstand. I mean a handstand. But we're gonna try real quick, y'all. We're gonna try real quick anyway. So this is how I would usually try to do my handstand. Like I said, try, so I still have not been able to hold it. But this is how I try to do it. Keyword. Try to do it. Try. Anyway, I go from a pyramid. I start my pyramid like this. And then from there, I put my hands on my hips and I fold forward. I bend my front knee. Then I take my hands and I extend them come out in front of me. Boom, this is my base. This is how I be set up, like this. From here, I take a deep breath in, and I shift forward. From there, I exhale and I kick up, and then I lower it back down because I don't know how to hold it, y'all. I do not know how to hold my handstand. I kick up and I fall literally right back down. I fall back down. But let's try a different way. This is the other way I like to do it. I go into downward dog first. First I'm in tabletop. Then I go into downward dog. Boom, 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 boom. Then from there, I take a deep breath in. Exhale, I kick my right leg up. Inhale, I need to know since I shift my weight forward. Exhale, I kick my right leg back up. And then from there, I jump up. And then I be going back down, y'all. I cannot hold it. I'm gonna stop saying that. I can hold it. It's just gonna take me more time, more practice. But anyway, y'all saw. Still practicing the handstands, but I got my headstand down. Still practicing handstands though, for real. But anyway, okay, Calm got the trophy emoji, period. Thank you. I be trying, y'all. I still don't know how to do a headstand, not headstand, but handstand. I'm still trying. Randy F said, wow, you're amazingly awesome. Thank y'all. It took me a long time to do that. No cap, it took a lot of practice. Let's see, my very first ever headstand. This is where I started off, y'all. This is how I literally started off, for real. When I very first did my headstand, I was like right here. I could not walk my feet up for nothing. I was stuck right here. This is where I was. And then I'll walk up, and then I'll be here. And I'll just be staying here. And then I'll walk up some more. And this is over weeks of practice, months of practice. Each couple weeks, I can walk closer. So I keep practicing it, and every couple weeks, I get closer and closer and closer. And then it just started to lift up. But it took me a couple months. But you guys can see that I literally did a whole flow on that. So if you guys scroll, like, you don't have to scroll a lot though. You have to scroll a lot. But if you scroll all the way back, you can see when I first started practicing headstands and handstands, and you can see me fall and bust my ass multiple times. So scroll back and watch that. Watch me bust my ass. It'd be like that. But yeah, so you know, it'd be like that. Practice makes perfect. I was falling a lot. I always did not know how to do this, so hey, practice. But Randy F also said, I believe you would get it one day. One of these days, I swear. One of these days, I'm gonna do a handstand. Y'all gonna see. But anyway, y'all, it's time for me to go inside and drink lots of water, okay? It's time for me to go inside and drink lots of water. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for commenting, for watching, for liking. I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 44 of our 60-day discipline challenge. Tomorrow, like I said, recovery flow, okay? Recovery flow, gentle, healing, rejuvenating, okay? We're not doing nothing extra. We're not doing nothing extra. My body has felt enough today, nothing extra. Tomorrow will just be really chill, y'all, okay? Like, really chill, almost so chill you go to sleep. Really chill, for real. But Randy F said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well to the absolute fullest. And I will catch y'all later. Thank y'all again. Peace and love, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. And we did it just in time, y'all, because it's gonna pour down. Y'all see them clouds behind me? Y'all can't, because it's this big tree. It's this big tree blocking the way. Y'all can't even see it. But just know, it's gonna pour down. Just know that. But anyway, catch y'all later. Peace and love.